Welcome to the He's Got Issues DC Comics edition number 102.2. I'm John Cooney here to preview new DC Comics being released January 8th, 2014, beginning alphabetically as usual with 100 Bullets Brother Lono number 7 of 8. The penultimate issue of the book fans have been raving about has arrived. Will Lono continue down the path of redemption or give in to his violent nature? Find out in the intoxicating and deadly world of 100 Bullets Brother Lono. Next, we've got Action Comics number 27. Superman takes on the brutal Beast Lord as startling revelations are made about Earth's underground world. Plus, more on the mysterious Ghost Soldier. We've also got Batman Black and White number 5 of 6. The Dark Knight's adventures continue in this latest issue of Batman Black and White, featuring stories by superstar teams including Evan Brandon and Paulo Rivera, Keith Giffen and Javier Pulido, Blair Butler and Chris Weston, Len Wein and Victor Ibanez, and Jimmy Palmiotti and Andrew Robinson. Next we have Batman Superman number 7, Batman vs. Superman. Trapped by the Toymaster and Mongol, our heroes turn on each other. Who will save Batman and Superman if they can't save themselves? This epic issue is presented in the special sideways format. We've also got Batwing number 27, a Gothtopia tie-in. Luke Fox has never been happier in his life. He's tearing up Gotham City as its protector, and his father Lucius couldn't be prouder of him. How did that happen? We've also got Detective Comics number 27. DC Entertainment presents this mega-sized issue featuring an all-star roster of Batman creators past and present. Don't miss a modern-day retelling of the Dark Knight's origin by the incredible team of writer Brad Meltzer and artist Brian Hitch, plus all new stories by Scott Snyder and Sean Murphy, Peter J. Tomasi and Gillian March, Paul Dini and Dustin Nguyen, Greg Hurwitz and Neil Adams, and more. Also in this issue, John Layman and Jason Fabric kick off the new storyline Gothtopia. It's a bright, shiny, happy place where dreams come true, as long as you don't look at things too closely. Next we have Earth 2 number 19. The Dark Knight of Earth 2 discovers the one man who may be able to stop Superman's reign of terror across the planet. Next we have Ferris number 22. Cinderella returns in an all-new epic. After an assassination attempt on Snow White, Cindy is called back into service to unravel an age-old conspiracy that dates back to that fateful midnight ball. Can Cindy uncover the plot and prevent a massacre in Fabletown? For the first time in Fairest, this global spanning adventure ties in directly with the events in Fables. Join us for a Men and Mice 6-issue tale by critically acclaimed writer Mark Andreyko of Manhunter, Torso, The Lost, and legendary artist Sean McManus of Cinderella and Swamp Thing. We've also got FBP Federal Bureau of Physics number 7. When a straightforward time dilation takes a turn for the strange, one FBP agent gets more than she bargained for, and with a young life on the line, how far is she willing to go? We've also got Forever Evil Arkham War number 4 of 6. As the freed villains from Blackgate and Arkham continue to wage war, an all-new, all-deadly dynamic duo hit the streets of Gotham City. It's Bane and the Talon known as Cobb as you've never seen them before. Next we've got Green Arrow number 27, The Outsiders War Part 2. Green Arrow fights for his life against the head of the S.H.I.E.L.D. clan, the deadly Kodiak, plus learned the tragic secret that turned Oliver Queen into Green Arrow. We've also got Green Lantern number 27. Has Hal dealt a major blow to crime in Sector 0563, or has he invited the enemy to his door? New adversaries reveal themselves in an all-out effort to dismantle the Green Lantern Corps. Next we have Hinterkind number 4. Prosper's reunited with Asa, but that's all the good news there is. Along with Angus and John Hobb, they're prisoners, the patchwork survivors of old America led by Colonel Dr. Godwin. Godwin intends to survive at any cost, but it's Prosper and the others who may pay the price. Next we have the Movement number 8. Vengeance Moth and Burden are left alone to fight the Graveyard faction. Only they and Tremor can prevent a disaster beneath Coral City. We've also got Scooby-Doo Team-Up number 2. Wholly overactive imagination. When Scarecrow attacks using his fear gas, only humans are affected, leaving Batman, Robin, and the Mystery Inc. gang trapped facing monsters from their own imaginations. Now it's up to Canine Crusaders Scooby-Doo and Ace the Bat-Hound to save the day. Next we have Smallville Season 11, Alien number 2 of 4. When Superman revealed himself to the world, he knew some repercussions would be out of his control. He never expected this, though. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor's trip to Russia brings him face-to-face with the Monitor and his own mortality. We've also got Stormwatch number 27. Stormwatch debates whether to save Earth from the Collective by teaming up with the megalomaniac Extramax. Are they willing to trade one planet pummeling peril for another? We've also got Swamp Thing number 27. The Earth bleeds green. Millions will die. The Swamp Thing must tear his very existence up by the roots. The Cedar story ends here. We've also got Trinity of Sin, The Phantom Stranger number 15, a Forever Evil tie-in With the secret of the Sea King revealed, the Phantom Stranger is faced with an impossible choice. Let the villain win or destroy the last true friend he has. Continued in this month's Constantine number 10. And we've got Vampire Diaries number 1. Elena, Stefan, and Damon make their comics debut in this new series based on the hit CW television show. This anthology series will bring some of comics' greatest talents to Mystic Falls and set them loose to bring the characters to life. Or death. They are vampires, you know. Out in trades this week, we've got Batman 66, the TV Stories trade paperback. For the first time, DC Comics collects Batman stories originally published between 1948 and 1966 that were adapted into specific episodes of the classic Batman TV series, starring the Joker, the Penguin, the Riddler, and Mr. Freeze, here called Mr. Zero, and featuring the debut of Batgirl. These stories have never been collected together before. Collected from Batman number 53, 73, 121, 140, 169, and 171, and Detective Comics number 230, 346, and 359. Next, we have Batman The Dark Knight Volume 2 Cycle of Violence trade paperback. In this second new 52 volume, the Scarecrow has returned. The villainous genius has always preyed on the worst fears of his victims, but now he's refined his fear toxin to greater effectiveness and deadlier consequences. As the Scarecrow's origin is revealed, Batman must find out not only how to defeat this dangerous psychopath, but how to conquer his own worst fears. This volume collects from Batman The Dark Knight number 10 through 15 and 0. We've also got Deadman Volume 4 trade paperback. Deadman continues his quest to bring his killer to justice while battling occult menaces in stories from DC Special Series number 8, DC Comics Presents number 24, and stories from Adventure Comics 459 through 466, guest starring Superman, Batman, Sergeant Rock, and more. Next, we have Demon from Darkness trade paperback. Jason Blood travels to Cornwall to find the spirit of Merlin and lift the curse that binds him to Etrigan the Demon. But unraveling a centuries-old curse is anything but easy, and Blood learns more about his mystical alter ego than he could have imagined. Collects the 4-issue miniseries from 1987 and issue number 22 of the Demon's monthly series. We've also got Demon Knights Volume 3, The Gathering Storm trade paperback. Betrayed by Etrigan and trapped in hell, the Demon Knights must find a way to escape the clutches of Lucifer in these stories from issues 13 through 23. But to make their escape, someone must make the ultimate sacrifice. Next, we have Ex Machina Volume 1 trade paperback. Ex Machina is the story of civil engineer Mitchell Hundred, who becomes America's first superhero after a strange accident gives him the power to communicate with machines. But the adventure really begins when Mitchell retires from crime fighting and runs for mayor of New York City. This title collects Ex Machina number 1 through 11, plus bonus features. We've also got Green Lantern Sector 2814 Volume 3 trade paperback. In this new collection of Green Lantern number 194 to 200, John Stewart clashes with Guy Gardner to see who will be the Green Lantern of Earth, and while Stewart battles Harbinger during the Crisis on Infinite Earths, Gardner recruits enemies of the Green Lantern Corps to stand against the evil that could destroy the entire universe, including the Shark, Hector Hammond, Sonar, Goldface, and more. We've also got Green Lantern The Animated Series Volume 2 trade paperback. In this second Green Lantern The Animated Series collection, featuring issues 6 through 11, Hal Jordan leads his team into battle against Atrocitus and a horde of other Red Lanterns. We've also got Superman Volume 2 Secrets and Lies trade paperback. Tucked away high in the Himalayas, a long-dormant evil has made these snowy mountaintops its home. Hellspawn, a descendant of the ancient alien race, the Damonites, has enlisted an army of robots to learn all there is to know about the Kryptonian menace standing between him and dominion over the Earth. Can Hellspawn gain control over Superman and use him to execute his invasion plan? Collect Superman 7 through 12 and Superman Annual number 1. Next we have Superman Volume 3 Fury at World's End hardcover. Hell has come to Earth in these stories from Superman number 0 and 13 through 17, when a mysterious ghost from Krypton's past comes to Metropolis in hopes of finding the lost planet's last son. His arrival comes with disastrous consequences for not just Superman, but also for Superboy and Supergirl. Hell has decided that Earth is the place to resurrect Krypton, but the price is the lives of everyone on the planet. Guest starring the Justice League, Wonder Woman, Orion, and more. We also got Swamp Thing by Brian K. Vaughan, Volume 1 trade paperback. In these stories from 2000, Swamp Thing number 1 through 10 and Vertigo Winter's Edge number 3, Tefe Holland, daughter of Swamp Thing and Abigail Arcane, must learn to control her powers and use them for good. And we've got Terra Obscura, Smash of Two Worlds trade paperback. On a planet known as Terra Obscura, Tom Strong's heroic allies battle the forces of Smash, but after being out of action for decades and in suspended animation, can these heroes adjust to a strange world and its modern technology? Collects both 6-issue miniseries. Okay, so that's it for DC this week, but for more DC Comics fun, check out your daily DC on Facebook, and of course there's still plenty of other books out this week as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.